Peace to the family. Abdul Kuatai Filatai, Wabazon, Gamma Farragoon, Shalel Kaloon. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. And I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all, as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Istunje Elaku. Ooh, I wanted to open my eyes and see one more text I needed for this particular here. So today I brought some study material today. You know what I mean? Because I'm tired of folks lying about random sex. Okay, so I brought some really very profound text on sexual matters and ancient systems, and I'm looking for one more book. Oh, please tell me you're over here. Are you over here? Wait. And y'all know I normally do not do that, and I normally have all my stuff, but I was gonna be like, I need this right here, like right, where is it? Trust me, it's very close by, and it's looking at me probably right now. Yeah. I'll do the best to come off the top of the head. All right. So, what up, Napoleon? What up, Bullard? How you feeling? Big smiles, Eve, to you too. Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. What up, Miss Roberts? How many of y'all are ashamed of your body count? How many of you will confess your body count, like, to anybody who asks? It's really nobody's business. But how many of you, so type shame or proud of your body count. Everybody, just real quick. Shame or proud of your body count. Rob Bay is in the billionaire Bay is in the building. Please identify yourself. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. Drop your zodiac sign, what city and state you represent, or country, and press 2 if you share this video. Now, I'm just going to get right to it. How many of you are ashamed of your body count? So type proud or shame. 2, I want you, I too am watching. Then 2, I want you to, do you believe that there's something like random sex? So I want you to type random sex no or random sex yes. For do you believe in it? Please share the video. What up, Sender? Yes, I see you, Columbia, South Carolina, in the building. Tomorrow I'm watching. But I won't tell anyone because I don't know. Yes, but we want to know, are you ashamed of your body count? Like, I don't know my body count either. It's probably high, but and high is relative, but I'm sure it's high. But are you ashamed? Are you ashamed is the question. Are you ashamed or are you proud of your body count? Not the results or anything like that. Amina gets right out of teaching a certification class and she's like, body count? What? Soulmates? Random sex? Yes, we're going to talk about it. And like I said, I brought some text today because a lot of people don't believe you unless it's in a book or somebody else wrote it or whatever. So I'm going to go through a couple of these. But Journey is in the building. What up? Canary Islands in Spain. That's a good trip for me to go on this weekend. Don't believe in random sex, but doesn't mean people didn't have one-night stands, but everything is connected. Okay, Mrs. Shared. Thank you so much, everybody who shared it. Let's get down to it. Proud and some shame on how some people would react. Not gonna lie. Okay, but I'm just talking about just the number, not how people act now. We're talking about on your own number of intimate occasions. Peace to all. What up, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia? I have murdered, never know. I have murdered, never know one. My body count is 0. Of course, you're gonna say that. Probably shame, right? So This all came from a post earlier today. Not earlier today, but if you're following me on Instagram, I'm going to read it word for word, right? So on my page, no, somebody else posted this, and I hear this all the time, and this would really set me off from the gate. Can I get to the home page, please? Okay, here we go. So this dude, Jake Woodard, a podcaster, he says, random sex. When you have sex with another person, you exchange energy. And if that person is carrying around guilt, shame, or trauma, you can energetically absorb that. It's like going around and plugging your phone into random people's computers and downloading their files. If there are corrupt files in their system, you download them as well. Sex is a sacred act and should be treated as such. Now, I'm mocking him 1,000,000%. I'm mocking the doo-doo out of this dude because I think he's a clown. And I think people who say this they only pitch the worst things that could happen to you when you're having sex. And then turn around and be like, oh, sex is so sacred. Listen, sex is math. Just like your inhale, just like your white blood cells, just like your blood type, just like your birthday. It's all mathematics. It's not no random. You don't have a random birthday. Did you know there's no such thing as a cusp person? You're either 29 degrees of something or 0 degrees of the other. You were not born in both, okay? And 1 minute, 30 seconds can move it from one sign to the other. Cusp doesn't mean you have some of both. It just means you're close to the other. But you are only one thing. It's mathematics, all right? She says a random sex for a time in your 20s or in college or maybe in your 30s when you're reawakening your sexuality. But if you're choosing it with the deeper part of yourself, how is it random? I think random means unconscious, and it's kind of impossible for me to do that. But drinking helps one have random sex. She said it, and I'm not going to shame her. All game, no shame. It doesn't help. It's an excuse. But there's no such thing as random sex because you've never met somebody who you don't know from a prior life. Now, let me go back to this first. And I had to rewrite this. So in rewriting it, I scratched out some things. If y'all not following me on Instagram, that's what it looked like when I copied it. And I put bullshit over it. And I said swipe for corrections. And then when you go to the other screen, I said when you have sex with another person, you exchange energies. If that person is totally healed and full of magic and love, you can energetically absorb that. It's like going around and plugging your phone into random people's computers and downloading their files. If they are love files in their system, you download them as well. Sex is for healing and manifesting and should be treated as such. Fuck your mirror. See that bottom one? Fuck your mirror. Okay. So the reason I say fuck your mirror is because you've been fucking your mirror every time. When you think you had a one-night stand, or it was the first time you had sex with somebody, or you turned somebody down who proposed you for sex, that was your mirror. You're learning from every relationship. And you know them from your soul group. Probably if I was going to do a soul group suggestion, I'm going with this one, Destiny Pairs. Yep. Turn this around. I'm going with Destiny Pairs if I'm going to do a suggestion. This book, Destiny Pairs and Soulmates. This one is probably the hottest on the creation of the soul. A lot of you are using the word soulmates and do not know anything about the soul. You're just talking. And so one of my things in life is I want people to stop parroting. So can we stop parroting, start experiencing? So can I get y'all to hashtag stop parroting? Stop parroting, right? Because you say what other people say because it felt so good. That's how we got religion. That's how we got Judaism. That's how we got the Catholic Church running the world. That's how we got white Jesus Christ on the cross, because so many people said it passionately. Other people believed it without fact checking it. They don't know nothing about Jesus, nothing about Hebrew, never been out of the United States of America. It's just a way of colonizing your mind. Okay? So I was like, yo, if everybody has a soul, so let me give you the explanation. Your soul, your one soul has 617 facets to it. One soul has 617 facets. And it has already split when it came down from just to enter into this three-dimensional domain. And that person would be your twin flame. There's a 99% chance you'll never meet that person again in your life. You'll be preparing for them. You'll be hoping for them. You'll be fantasizing about them. But there's a 99% chance that you will never, ever meet your twin flame. And that's okay, because you don't need your twin flame to be whole, right? You got to get your wholeness before you even eligible to meet your twin flame. But your soulmate are the people that are in your circle, in your soul circle. So every lifetime, you're born somewhere with 500 souls in your group to like 3,000 in your group, right? And through life, these are the people that you are enemies with. These are the people that you fall in love with. These are all physical connections. Physically meaning if I touch you and shake hands, we know each other from another lifetime. If I bump into you, if we get into a fight, if we have a physical connection down here on this plane, if you live to be 90 years old, all the people you touched are people that are in your soul group and you know them from a prior lifetime. Period. If you not with prior lifetimes and reincarnation, this is not the video for you. I'm not even going to talk to you. I'm not even going to address you. So I'm putting that down as we live many lifetimes. This body of mine, this is a meat jacket. Meat jacket. It's not permanent. It could last me up to 10,000 years, maybe 20,000 years. I could jump bodies, but my consciousness is eternal, but we suffer from amnesia, which is why you start using the word random, because you're parroting what other people told you to make you live and move and operate in fear. When you see differently, you move differently. So when you see fear and hear fear, you move in fear. When you stop seeing fear and stop hearing fear, you quit moving in fear. Most of you move like that as a result, okay? So then that's when the shame comes in. And we're not going to go into the, oh, well, this is what men have done to women. Women have been shaming men's dick size since the beginning of time. Ladies, y'all was the one who made the formula for dick sizes, okay? When you created us, I'm from the school who thought that women created men as servants. Then you fell in love with your creation and gave them the power. So I don't want to hear nothing about we up under some patriarchal. The only way we can win is matriarchal. No, we all have to stay in our lanes, work our roles, and it'll be fine and dandy. I don't mind being a warrior and a protector if you're going to do all the magic and we just nobody's got to work and this money comes and we had this amazing government. I don't have no problem with that. But you fell in love with your creation. You gave power over to this man. He ran off with it. So you did that originally, not us. We didn't take it from nobody. It was handed over to us because women don't like responsibilities. That's easy. Right? They don't like the big responsibility. They like little small stuff. They don't want all the big responsibilities of making decisions and working a job and paying bills and all that. So here, all of a sudden, you have these people coming that are in your soul group. They are all your soulmates, including your enemies, your co-workers, them people at work, your boss that you think is out to get you, that person, the doctor that helped you heal from cancer, Dr. Sabi, if you actually met him in Honduras and shook his hand, Malachi York, if you hugged him, Louis Farrakhan, clan leaders, it doesn't matter because I wasn't black with locks at every lifetime. I wasn't a male heterosexual who loved pussy every lifetime. I could have been a flaming homosexual at one time that was only like dudes and lived for 22 years and then committed suicide. You have so many jumping bodies that you run through that are mathematically aligned with where you are right now, that the word random is total bullshit. That's why no such thing as random sex. If you shaking hands with someone or touch them, they're in your soul group. You know them from a prior life. And it could be 6 lifetimes ago, 16 lifetimes ago, 600 lifetimes ago. But you know them from another lifetime. Y'all, and you came back and you ran back into them again to grow the situation into harmony because you all have cosmic contracts. Damn, I forgot to put that in the title. That's going to be this class, implementation of cosmic contracts. That's the class on Thursday. Gabrielle, if you watching, please go ahead and fix the flyer. Yes, cosmic contracts. That's what we're doing. That's the implementation. So using astrology is easy to recognize these. Easy. But guess what? You don't, because you're so caught up into the church way of doing things, because we came up in the church, I parrot things and I don't fact check, right? So where did the word random come from? The sun never moves any closer to the earth. The moon never stops its 28. There's nothing random in the mathematics of the universe, nowhere. So how all of a sudden, if there's no random anywhere in the mathematical universe, when it get down here to earth and who you had sex with, now all of a sudden it's random sex. There's a book called The Deadly Deception that talks about how the whole AIDS virus is really crazy. Deadly Deception. Book. I know you're like, oh, I'm so scared of AIDS. I'm so scared of it. How in the world? Yep. Deadly Deception, the shocking truth. So this is about a real life doctor the shocking truth is at last revealed, deadly deception, and proof that sex and HIV absolutely do not cause AIDS. There you go. You want the ISBN number? This book was one of the most eye-opening books for me, because the doctor injected himself with the blood serum and he didn't catch HIV. Man, this book is amazing. Yeah. Okay. So they want you to live in fear, because then fear leads to your early death. Fear leads to your early death. And not believing in mathematics and science and everything is alignment. You live in disharmony, and then you let fear mongers give you and feed you fear, so you'll be controllable. You won't embrace your power. Then you won't form community. Because what's the first thing woke people do when they wake up? Or conscious people, once they get conscious? They want to form a community. They want to move from the craziness and go somewhere and start becoming what? An advanced civilization. Woke, community, advanced civilization. It go just like that. Freemasons, Rosicrucians, all type of esoteric orders from the beginning of time. Get woke, form a community, make an advanced civilization, disappear. All the advanced civilization, they just disappear. They don't die out. They just disappear. They just be, we out. All right. So let me read some of the comments real quick first. I'm so smiling at you right now. This is exactly what I needed. Absolutely. It's time to heal. Good. Stop parroting. Thank you. I just call it regurgitating. Yes, thank y'all for typing stop parroting. Hold on, I'm just looking what a financial. Chris Enlighten is in the building. Fear only exists when you focus on it. Oh my God. And we such a nation of us focus on fear. Raising a family is a big responsibility. It's really not. It's really not. You only have one responsibility on the planet, and that is to grow. That's your only responsibility, because then your family will see you growing, and then they'll fall in line. They'll fall in line with your growth. It's not that you didn't come here to raise a family. You came here to grow. Raising a family is the result of growth. Right. That's romance. I really think you have to reword women don't like big responsibilities, because that's putting a value on what men do and women do, when in reality we all do. No, I don't have to reword. I'm not rewording it. Y'all don't like it. And y'all are better at the smaller things. You are. Yeah, because y'all don't want the responsibilities of everything going wrong. So little small things is what make big things go right. I'm talking about the woman of today right now. Y'all ain't thinking about that. All right. So there's no such thing as Robert E. Wilner is the medical doctor, is the author of the book Deadly Deception by Robert E. Wilner. All right. What up, Jasmine? Ebony, I see you. Yeah, you didn't come down here. And so you got all this false pressure that you put on yourself because you think that there's a possibility of me being embarrassed. So with the possibility of me being embarrassed, I have to play my cards like this. I got to play my cards like that. But that's because you already have been programmed to accept shaming. And you accept shaming because you shame other people. But you start using false narratives like the word random. So there's no random. People who die from cancer, you know they had cancer in past lifetimes, 2, 3, 4 times. You keep dying from the same thing until you get over it. Lessons you don't learn only get harder. It just keeps coming back until you get it. You might have to come back. I may have to come back as a Leo next time. I may have to come back as a Pisces next time. I may have to come back with my Jupiter in Virgo or something next time. Who knows? But where my planets are today, that's the map I have for me. For me, right? My growth is a big responsibility. It's up to you whether it's a big responsibility. You made that decision that it's a big responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to. You could look at it as small, like Amina said. What's big? You feel what I'm saying? So, but the small things that you can do in life, and Amina will attest to this, is staying in your lane because we're all a part of the whole. And having sex with quote unquote random people who just so happen to be in your soul group, your soul family, there's nothing criminal or sinful about it. There's nothing criminal or sinful about it or shameable because you saw somebody, you liked them, y'all had sex a few hours later. Now you worried about what somebody's going to say about you. Maybe, and men and women could come about and say that. You know what I'm saying? There may be the pressure. Oh, I can't marry her because I had sex with her the first date, so she's a whore. What? No. Yeah. She says, I like what you're saying about random. It helps to know that none of my 20s in New York was in vain. So now when you have old information that I'm giving you now that's really, it feels new to you, you spent your 40s shaming your 20 and 30-year-old self. Or you're spending, because you're not 40, I don't think, but you're spending your now being ashamed of what you did in your 20s and your 30s, and it was the funnest time in your life. You was like fucking, you was feeling good. You're not dead. So why aren't you dead? Why don't you have AIDS? Why isn't all your hair falling out? Why do you keep falling and landing on your feet? Huh? Why is it your karma so terrible right now? Because everybody that you have sex with who's a random person, it's impossible for them to all be dog-ass women or dog-ass dudes. It's impossible. So that's why I rewrote it and said, what about if everybody that you plug into, where is it at? I want to go back and show it one more time. Look what it says. When you have sex with another person, you exchange energies. I'm cool with that. If that person is totally healed and full of magic and love, you can energetically absorb that. It's like going around and plugging your phone into random people's computers. So I should have marked out random right here. There's no such thing as random. That's the bullshit. And downloading their files. If they are love files in their systems, if there are love files in their system, you download them as well. Sex is for healing and manifesting and should be treated as such. Fuck your mirror. What did I say? I'm going to just read it because I don't want y'all trying to like keep up. I'm going to just read it out loud. Why, oh, why must sex be demonized? Why, oh, why must any situation concerning random sex always end in tragedy? Because people, most of these so-called healers who make money off of your fear, need you to keep a wall of suffering mentality and lifestyle. Is it possible that you could have random sex with a person and it be quite enjoyable? Healing even. What about having sex with a random person who only has sex with healthy, high vibrating, loving, mentally sound, spiritually rich partners? Let me repeat that. What happens if you run into that person, male or female, who's only having sex with healthy, high vibrating, loving, mentally sound, and spiritually rich partners? And they don't have any attaching spirits because all they're doing is just downloading more love. Every time they have sex, they're just having sex with these wonderful people. You know how they're having sex with these wonderful people? Because they're already vibrating at that level. So they're having sex with their mirror. They're not worried about, they're immune to attracting someone who's going to suck their venom and just mess up their soul. Having sex with one person knocked your whole soul off track. Where's Rob at? That's what she said. You trying to tell me you had sex with one person and it just knocked everything off. Well, now you just doomed for hell. Your soul, what about your soul? Your soul ain't no stronger than that. That the one person you had sex with who, had an attaching spirit or 2 or 10 or 20, now you can't recruit from it. You're going to just carry that around your whole life and there's no cure for it whatsoever. Get the you-know-what out of here. I say, what would be the effect of that? Would you then attract some of the goodness into your life and sexual aura? Because if it's so true that a bad person gives you bad energy, what does a loving person give you? So why aren't you just having sex with a loving person? You're having sex with your mirror. So don't be upset at your mirror reflection. Change the world by changing you. You the object in the mirror. When you change, are you healthy? Are you mentally sound? Because when I hear women start complaining about, oh, he's this, he's that, you should be quiet because you're telling on yourself. Every time you talk about what craziness that person did, you're talking about yourself. I went on a date last night and I seen crazy. And I was like, wow. And I was very irritated. And I see how did I attract this? And what part of this mirror is mine? Oh, she's fine. Oh my goodness gracious. But guess what? I was like, oh, this is the control freak that I used to be. Am I reflecting that now? I'm past it. So guess what? Go ahead and wash my hands of this. Adios. Adios. It's always an excuse with men and women out here too. I'm trying, but his drive is not high as mine. The person whose drive is high as yours, you're avoiding them. They're just swimming right by you and you're saying it won't work because most control freaks, especially women who say the man can't keep up with them, is because they have this fantasy man or romantic man in their mind about what it's supposed to look like, and then let the man with the stamina walk on by. Because they want to change this man over here to be what they want, which is something controlled. They want to control something. Peace to the God, Amsu Bay L in the building, Dr. Amsu. So then you start talking about, body count. So body count and random sex and then fear of disease, which all come from you internally from your cells. Your cells are reproducing all these diseases. Because first off, all of us agree that disease can't live in a high vibrational space. So if your body is high vibrational, then how could disease get in there? Because it was already in there. You're not vibrating as high as you thought you was. A disease is the truth teller. The disease lets you know where you at. No, not picking on you. You're typing the most. You're typing the most. So I'm just responding. When people type things, I just respond. I'm not, if you don't type anything, I promise I won't say nothing to you. But you keep typing and keep jumping in front of it. I'm trying to be general. I'm trying to be general. And you keep giving me a great example for me to just be like, oh, that's easy. So, and that's another thing too. People, men and women, try to tell you not to generalize because they want you to talk to them personally. If I want to talk to you personally, then you get a consultation, a session. We sit down and we talk personally about your one-on-one situation. This is a Facebook Live or YouTube video, something that might be on Instagram. So why in the world would I now be like, let me just talk about you for a second. We don't do that. But I'm using the people who put the comments in my feed to help me look at, because you still are a portion of the data that's out here. I'm a portion of the data. When women say, oh, there's no good men out here. Bullshit, I'm out here. Now you can't get me. What I would like for somebody to say, the good men are really hard to get because I'm not working hard enough on myself to attract him or to keep him. Or he's not putting up with my bullshit no more. So it's tough for me. I can't get rid of my bullshit to keep a real king. Because a real king don't tolerate little girlness, pettiness, and things like that. And he doesn't believe, he operates in science, magic, and mathematics. He doesn't operate in a whole bunch of romance. He uses relationship science. He goes to class on Thursday nights at selfdiscoveryclass.info. Can somebody type that on there? Because I just dropped it. So that's the toughest thing. The toughest thing is submitting through your partner for a woman. That shit is hell. Men, we didn't really want to lead, y'all. You ladies didn't really want to submit to us. But that's what we have to do to get up out of here. We have to lead y'all. Y'all got to submit to the leadership. Oh, well, it only depends. The person who showed up to lead you, whether he's doing a good or a bad job, is what? He's from your soul family. He or she is from your soul family. So if she shows up, she's supposed to submit. Not because of Islam. That's just that thing that comes with that. There's some things she's going to have to submit to. Some things that you're going to have to lead. If you want a healthy relationship, I should put that in there. If you want a healthy relationship. Because somebody's like, you can't be talking to all women. You know what? All women and all men don't want healthy relationships. Some men and women ain't concerned about healthy relationship at all. They could give two rats ass about it. That's fine. If anybody just got here, please identify yourself. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. State your team zodiac and what city and state you in. And press 2 to let me know you shared this to one of those relationship groups you're in. Share this in Let's Talk Magic. Share this video. Invite somebody over. Invite 2 people. Share this video. Press 2. Don't be just coming through here just looking at me. I want to see it moving around, right? A good man is good to find, get, keep, because I'm not working hard enough on myself. That's a beautiful statement. A good man is hard to find, get, and keep because I'm not working hard enough on myself. Yeah, that's the facts. That's the facts. It ain't my caliber of women that I started attracting got just exponentially started rising higher when I started working on me and stepping my whole G code up. And I didn't step my G code up by saying, oh, I need to just sit back and avoid people for years and years and months. No, I took all opportunities that came my way to practice and work on my relationships, whether it was random sex, body count increase. You can't decrease your body count. But the thing was, I was honoring my soulmates. Whenever I see somebody, it's an opportunity for me to honor my soulmates and the cosmic contracts. Yes. Thank you, Hits Nikki, for sharing. D. Robinson in the building. Scorpio King in the house. I see you. Yes. So I'm talking about stepping my game up, you know what I'm saying? But this is where the problem people come in at. Oh, I just can't just be having sex with just anybody. There's no such thing as a just anybody. You already know them. So I'm going to go back now and ask, we got some new people on here. Are you ashamed of your body count? So if you just got here, type yes, shame, or no shame. Some people are so ashamed of how many people they've had sex with. They don't want anybody to know it's a big secret. You're right, it ain't none of nobody else's damn business. However, why don't we let that go into the who cares category? Why can't that be in the who cares category? What does it have to do with anything? A man that's worried about your body count is a super sucker. Right. If he should be asking about your health, how old you are, what your medical conditions, you might have had issues in the past, so he can help you. What are you struggling with now? What do you want to work with? But your body count, the number of times you want to heal and manifest. Let's get to this too. Since there's no such word as random, the definition of random is bullshit. That's a lie. But the definition for sex is healing and manifesting. Healing and manifesting. I see some folks that know they ain't ashamed of their body count. Okay, Ebony. Kristen Lighton said, when women say a good man is hard to find, they're using their magic in an unfavorable way. Winning. You're essentially telling the universe you want a hard time finding a good man. That's why you should buy that guy's books. Prosperity consciousness is all about relationships. It's all about relationships, players. Yes. Kay says, however, I can say that was in a past life cycle. I don't have a body count to be ashamed of. Some of you need a body count. You've only had sex with like 2 people, but that's my opinion. Because where's the variety with just that one person? Did you just get with this one person because you got married at such an early age? You've never been with nobody else. You were afraid. Oh my God. What did you feel about the word random sex? The word cheating. Oh, I cheated on my partner. Cheated on? One of my homies that's on here right now, she said she went on a date, and then she seen another dude while she was on a date with dude B, and dude A come up, and dude A is out of the picture, and then all of a sudden dude A roll up on her like, what is this? What you mean, what is this? We ain't married. We went on a date. We kicked it. I gave you some booty. Now what? Now I ain't giving you no booty. You use a number on my soulmate list. The contract is over. That's what some of y'all have to realize. You were supposed to come and have sex with a person 2 times, 1 time, or 8 times, or 80 times, and that's what it took for the contract to be over. You have no idea. There's no reading you can do to see how many times you should have sex with someone before it's over, or how many times you should say hello or keep trying before you have sex the first time. Yes. So true, because you're not gonna know what you really like if you don't explore. And then you're only gonna be, but there are some men out here who are very manipulative. It's men and women out here that are very manipulative, but it's some men out here who have manipulated women, and they got their minds jacked up because they made them so dependent upon them. It's just some crap out here. But we're just talking about the fallacies of random sex and the facts of soulmates. So I want to go through some of these spiritual laws that govern humanity and the universe. You need to concentrate on new thinking. I would definitely agree. That's right. The contract is over. What up, Jeremy? Peace to the God. What up, Jason? My ex-husband was a master manipulator, but you were too, because he was your mirror. He was your mirror. He just got the upper hand on the manipulation. I love when people point the fingers at the other person. Remember I said he was your husband, right? Was y'all having sex? He was a master manipulator, so you were too. He just had the upper hand in the manipulation than you did, because he had to beat your manipulation. Somebody was gonna get manipulated, and he did it, right? I can't find myself having sex with anyone. The person I do it have to be in a situation. Nicole, you missed the first part of this video. So I want you to go back and watch the beginning, because you're coming in late and you're just talking. And you don't know what we established at the beginning, that there is no just anybody ever. There's no such thing as a random person. The word random doesn't exist. The person that you have sex with, you already had sex with them in a prior lifetime. The person that you're avoiding this lifetime, that you had sex with from a last lifetime, may be holding the key in a sexual experience to free you from what you need to be freed of. Rain, I'm having to do it to him tonight. So for those who I'll go all the way back to the beginning for M, because she can catch up fast. There's no such thing. But I need that share, babe. I need that share one time for your mind. Press 2. Rain, share Coach Kaya's video. I'm so tired of people going through this whole thing about random sex is the devil. It's sinful. When you always talking about it. So that's what's manifesting. So why don't you talk about the healing qualities that come? Because people, they only say, that's all the post. If you sleep with somebody, you're sleeping with everybody they're sleeping with. So if you're doing that, you're going to go to hell because you're going to get all those bad people with you. But I'm going to use M for example. No, we ain't never had sex. Gone somewhere, she's married, and that's the facts. But I'm going to just use her for an example, because now let's just use Tanya. So we won't even have no damn confusion. I think I done forgot the damn example right now, because I was getting ready to be like, man, that's going to be too crazy, too fast, right? So, what was I saying? Because that shit got funny as hell for a second. Because M got such a big following, and niggas take stuff the wrong way so damn fast. Somebody got to... Oh, okay. So what if I have sex with Tanya? I just meet Tanya. I don't care at the bar, the strip club, whatever. And Tanya is only having sex with like spiritual masters. She's having sex with men and women. They're all healthy, rich, full of love. They don't deplete her. They're encouraging. They support her. They love her. They speak life into her. They work rituals with her. She's in a mentally sound place. She's spiritually vibrating high as hell. If I have sex with her, don't I get that energy too? Rain, I'm going to just ask you a common sense question. If I have sex with Tanya, shouldn't I get a blessing because Tanya been having sex with all these great people? Tanya ain't having sex with no low life, low level energies, no succubuses. Tanya it's very realistic. That's you misusing your magic. You see what she said, Chris? That's unrealistic. No, you decide what's realistic. So you pick the low end, and that's what you get. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. If you want to come on here and explain it, maybe I'm missing something to put my point across. Because somebody explain it better than me. You'd like to come on here and what do you mean it does not? What do you mean it's unrealistic? It's not unrealistic. It's unrealistic that Rain is a multi-millionaire with her past and her whole lifetime, and all of a sudden just pop for her, and all of a sudden everything, the Maserati, the Range Rover, the Jaguar. Are you going to tell me that that's unrealistic too? Now you're going to tell me that somebody can't change their mind. You a lie. Now I can just call you a lie. It's not unrealistic. Because Rain, she did it. I did it. Y'all we felons. We've been to prison, and we out here crushing the game, and now you're saying something is unrealistic. That's you making an excuse. I call people like you an excuse master. You're an excuse master why you can't have it. I can't have it because it hasn't happened in the past, and I don't know anybody else who has happened to me in my personal life, so it can't happen. Why can't you be the first? Why can't you be the norm? I'm the norm. I do not need to come down anymore to talk to someone and try to get on their level, because I'm the norm now. I'm Caesar from the Planet of the Apes. I'm the smart monkey on the gas built in a laboratory who got some street in him. But I'm not that clown ass monkey that you can just do anything to and think I'm that dude. We're not that no more. I'm the new norm. And because you can't find it or haven't found it, it means, just like I said, You haven't got your personal act together yet. A king is easy to find when you're doing work on yourself. That's my quotable right there for the day. A king is easy to find when you're doing the work on yourself. But of course, he should be hard to find. Why should you have something super valuable? That's why I don't mess with the dudes who be out here talking about, these women ain't this, these women ain't that. Nigga, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You can't find her because you don't deserve a real queen. Cause you a crab sucker ass nigga. The reason y'all don't even want me to do a whole video on how lame dudes is. Cause I'm gonna go all the way to prison, where I was amongst these jokers for 13 months. And I have actual case evidence of how lame these niggas is. Women, I don't bash them. I'm trying to talk about the new norm. They inspire me every day not to be that lame so you can be right. When you ladies keep talking about, oh, these niggas are so lame, I'm going to make you not be right. Yeah. If you was vibrating higher, you'd run into a lot of Kairs. You'd run into a lot of Chris Enlightens. What's your husband name? You run into a bunch of M. Rain husbands. You feel what I'm saying? No, you said it's unrealistic for a lot of people. Talk about yourself. Why are you talking about other people? Here we go again. You don't focus. You let random thoughts bust you up. How about none of the thoughts that you have are random? How about you're pulling all these thoughts into your head? How about the shame that you have about having sex with somebody the first day you meet them is something that you're creating? That's very real. So it's very realistic. So you can choose that I want to vibrate at another level step by step. You ain't going to do it overnight. I promise you. It's a fight for me just to stay where I'm at every day. I fall back a little bit, inch forward, fall back a little bit, inch forward, fall back a little bit, inch forward. It's a daily fight, player. It's a daily fight. Nobody, I can't just pull over and be like, I'm great. Straight now. I got so much passive spiritual income coming to me that I'll never have to work on my karma or my dharma ever again. What? But I want to tell you, your soul is stronger than you having sex with one clown that is your reflection, and then all of a sudden you're done for the rest of your life. I'm just done. I had sex with Reggie, and Reggie had sex with all those bad girls. Reggie had all those baby mamas and those girls. You know what? Reggie had a contract with all those women, and he went ahead and finished up. And he had 9 baby mamas, 10 children. That means them 10 children chose those 10 people to come down through on those particular birthdays because they're all in the same soul family through Reggie. Now, the women should form a credit union. That's what I be telling ladies. Y'all got a situation on your hand where you want him for yourself, or you want to change him, or you want to be all in control. Where if he got children by all of y'all, that's 10 children, 9 wives, and Reggie. That's 20 people. Y'all gonna start a credit union right there. And now you got a whole banking industry that you done started for yourself. Yeah. What up, Rhonda? Jasmine, Kathy's in the building. I am gonna preach it tonight because I'm on my ish right now. Listen, absolutely Kingsman all day. Surround yourself with greatness and be great. That's all you really got to do. I'm glad y'all understand. I didn't say anything was random, and I did say I was ashamed. I never claimed any of that once again. You said something. You said it was unrealistic for many people. That's the only point I'm talking about. And by the word, never mind. I'm going to keep it moving. Thank you. You said you clip. I just turned 40. I say all the time that I regret saying no to so many men. Ooh. 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 M says she regrets. She said no to so many men. Because now she was in her, physical prime. Them 20s to like late 30s. Man, it's supposed to be getting down. Go on and get them experiences out the way. We will be discussing this in class on Thursday. Cosmic connections. That's the relationship science part 3. Part 1 was the foundation. Part 2 was implementation. No, part 1 was foundation. Part 2 was mechanics. And part 3 is going to be implementation. So the whole thing, we're going to be just talking about cosmic contracts. Bring birthdays, know where your Venus is at, and know where your North and South node is at. And I don't mind you asking me about Lilith, because it seems like that's a big thing too as well. The name of the class is selfdiscoveryclass.info if you want to come through. M says she spent a lot of time celibate. She don't sound like she happy about that. Now, there's a difference between the words celibate and abstaining. Celibacy, there's no masturbating. And there's an end date. There's an end date. I'm doing 100 days of celibacy. I'm doing 2 years of celibacy. For this reason, spiritual reason, that's celibacy. If you're masturbating but not having intercourse, that is abstaining. I love trying to fix these couple of words, and like the difference between celibacy and abstaining, the difference between the words patience and waiting, and redefining sex, trust, and love. Love is giving, seeking nothing in return. Sex is for healing and manifesting, and trust is what you show me. I don't trust you romantically. I only trust what you show me. That's it. That's it. You cannot. So now I'm immune to your opinion, to your poetic lines, to the game that you have. You ain't shown me nothing, then I ain't got nothing to trust, and I'm fine with that. I trust what you show me. You ain't shown me nothing. So this is where relationship is at. I'll go first. Let me show you this how I get down. I'm getting down like this. This is how I do. Patience. The word patience does not mean waiting. She says patience is important. Patience is, I will put the needs of others before that of my own, but not the greedy. Waiting means I'm just going to wait for the right opportunity. I'm at a standstill waiting on the right opportunity. That is not patience. They're not the same word. Okay? They're not the same word. M said complete celibate. But you was in the church too. You was wrapped up in the, you was doing it big in the church. And that's what I made this whole video started with. Please press 2 if you just got here. Thank you so much for sharing the video, everybody who's already on here. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. Please state your zodiac, your team zodiac, and what city and state you in. Also, I'm going to give a big shout out to M. Rain for opening up her own Thug Thizzle business down there with the Magical Mystic. Ooh, yeah. Moves just continue to be like bang, 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 bang. So celebrate. We celebrating, because she could have been my wife 16 lifetimes ago. And maybe it's a lesson that she got that lifetime that now is applied now, that she's winning and I ain't there. And that's the problem when people, you start seeing, you start getting jealous because you are caught up in your ideal of ownership of people. You know what I'm saying? And you're not caught up in the congratulatory energy of people and their wins. And then it attracts more and more to you. You understand? Because we come from that whole poverty consciousness. Another book my man Chris Enlighten wrote. He wrote Poverty Consciousness and Prosperity Consciousness. You can find them on Amazon right now. I see New York City, Team Scorpio. What up? Just had a birthday. Scorpio Nation is in the building up in Jersey. More Virgos in the building. Team Capricorn in Atlanta. Thank you for joining. Team Scorpio in Houston, Texas. Happy birthday to all the Scorpios. What it do? And I know y'all getting hit across the head too with this whole Mercury retrograde that's in Scorpio. And I want to speak on this real quick. This may be my last point. Revision. Can everybody please type the word hashtag revision? Hashtag revision. In Mercury retrograde, you're going to see more words that start with R-E. Refunds, revise, revisit, remember, reawaken, realign, restart. I want to talk about, what was the word I just told everybody hashtag? When I start getting on my re's, it just goes over and over and over and over and over. Revisions. You, like me, remember when I said when I started upgrading myself, I started getting new greater women in my life, queens and goddesses and stuff like that. So when I was having random sex, guess who I was having random sex with? Women that were already healed, Women that were sapiosexual like me. Women who like to give head like I receive it. Women who like to receive head like I like to give it. It was all about me when I changed and made revisions in myself. I was born with Mercury retrograde. Bong, bong. What revisions are you making with this opportunity here? That's why I want you all. Earlier today, I told one of my homies, I said, "You an unashamed opportunist. Don't put that on me. The opportunist is somebody who takes advantage of people." No, God gives you opportunities, and will you accept them from God, then you are an opportunist. No, that's just a blessing. No, because you can miss a blessing. God has given you many blessings and you didn't take it. Blessing you ain't have to work for at all. Opportunity, you had to take it and do something with it. Miracles and blessings is for, I like them, but to only depend on them, you lazy. I'm an unashamed opportunist. God made all the opportunities. They mathematically already mine. I have to face them, have the courage, take them, and put some work into them before I can create his masterpiece, not my masterpiece. But I have to make revisions inside of me first before that can happen. So I have to revise my definition of random. It doesn't exist. So the word sex is for healing and manifesting, if you didn't know. It's not for release, for relieve. It's for healing and manifesting. Right. Once again, here we go. Let's just run it down. Spiritual laws that govern humanity and the universe. Lonnie Edwards, Rosicrucian book. Never talks about any random acts of sex. Go get it. Oh, The Yellow Emperor, classic of medicine. Oh my God. The essential text of Chinese health and healing. There's so much sex in this book right here. It's utterly ridiculous. Why you ain't, this one doesn't talk about anything like that. Bam. Jewel in the Lotus, The Tantric Path to Higher Consciousness, straight Bible. There's nothing in here written from this master about random sex at all. Bam! Hold that. Sexual Teachings of the White Tigers, Secrets of the Female Taoist Masters. No teaching. These ladies be sucking more dick than a little bit. These women need the semen from men to put on their face, to pull their skin and on their face and their breasts tighter so they can be immortals. Right. This talks about the whole health benefits of giving oral sex. Hold that. The Sexual Teachings of the Jade Dragon, Taoist Methods for Male Sexual Revitalization. It's a tool. Oh, wait. Let's go back here right quick. Watch this. If you cannot face directly into your sexuality, you will never discover your true spirituality. Your earthly spirit leads to discovering your heavenly spirit. Look at what created you to discover what will immortalize you. White Tiger's Manual. And y'all scared to read this book. Or you scared to tell somebody how many dicks you done sucked. Or you don't let somebody shame you. Man, get out of here. This is the compliment to the White Tiger's book. Highly, highly suggest all the women get this one here. Men, you should read this. This will give you so much of an understanding about women and their habits out here. It'll also make you a better leader in your household. All the men should be going to the Amazon and ordering this right now. Get you a copy and get her a copy. Leave one laying around the house. Don't let anybody borrow this because it'll never come back. Ladies, you don't know men. You don't know what the potential that you have, so because you ain't studying. This book right here is an empowerment book. This book ain't nothing about the shame. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody giving up the jewels. Oh my God. Watch this one. Woo! Well, none of these going out the house. The Tao of Sexology, the Book of Infinite Wisdom by Stephen A. Chang. Do you have any of these? Huh? Are you even paying attention? This stuff is out here. And then, of course, my big boy. Bam! Back up from this one. Destiny Pair, Soulmates. Woo-wee! I would have paid $1,000 for this one. This one is $200. All those over there were less than $20. This one was $200, but I definitely would have paid a stack for it. Yeah, absolutely. 1,000,000%. Yeah, that one is just so good. Oh, wait. One more. The 11 Laws of God. This is a book on relationships. Raoul Nefermin. Yeah, he did write all the Metu Netters. All right. These is references. I know you ain't got none of them because of the lifestyle you living. The lifestyle you living is telling you that you should be afraid of sinning. You should be afraid of going to hell because sex is so dirty. When all of these texts are talking about the sacred teachings of ancient sex and sorcery and energy healing. And this is just a sample out of the library. I ain't even feel like getting crazy. This is just my top heavy hitters. What up, Cars? What up, Blue? I hope you get one of them, somebody. I'm not, go back and watch the video. Peace, Goldmine Graves. What up, Gina Roberts? Better stay on it to refocus the attention on to what's important. Revisions. Yeah, retrograde ain't kicking my ass. No. But it's an opportunity. A retrograde is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to make the revision in yourself. Yeah, and it's going ham though. Miss Jenkins, it is going ham. Because you know what it's all about? Oh, renunciation. Oh, I like that right there. Definitely there should be some renunciation of the word random sex. It can't be no such thing because there are no new souls down here on the planet. The only way you can have random sex, it'll have to be a new soul on the planet. This is a prison. All the souls get regurgitated. So how is it possible? How is it possible for the souls to go and do anything? What you talking about? You gotta come back to this earth. You keep going and coming back. Keep going and coming back. Relationships can keep you here. Diseases can keep you here. Bankruptcies can keep you here. Children can keep you here. Parents can keep you here. All type of attachments can keep you here. But you have to choose that you're going to leave the wall of suffering. A lot of y'all are here for the wall of suffering. You're just like, I'm litty. I'm so litty here at the wall of suffering. Why would I leave? My entire family is here. My entire family is here. What up, Cheryl? Yeah, so what revisions are you making in your life right now? What renunciations revisions and renunciations should be so hot and heavy right now in rotation? Because this Mercury retrograde is all about, you know what? I forgot I can change the title. Oh my God. I can add Mercury retrograde on here right now. Okay. And there was something else. Oh, cosmic contracts. Body counts. Oh yeah. Cosmic contracts. I had to go back and change the title, and I'm glad you can do that, like editing while we're on. What up, Cheryl? So, your body count don't matter. There's no such thing as random sex. There's no such thing as STDs. Oh, I know you're getting ready to leave now. Well, I had an STD. You got it from your own self. And when you raise your vibration, but not the other person didn't give it to you because you was fucking your mirror. You always fucking your mirror. So all you gotta do is change you. Change the object. Change the first object in the mirror, which would be yourself. Then you'll change what you're fucking, what you're having sex with. It's not the other person's problem. I always say this, is if you always got all this stuff about all these guys, this random guy, guess what? You the common denominator. Can you do a video on past life and present? Maybe. Remind me. This week's a busy week. I'm doing videos on relationships. Cosmic contracts, though, is gonna be in Thursday's class. So if you want to get all the way into cosmic contracts and people that's in your life, you can come to class on Thursday. Selfdiscoveryclass.info. Can somebody type that so I could pin it? Yes. What up, Dina Jones? But yeah, there's no random sex out here. There's no new folks on Earth. This person that you don't like, STDs are doxograds. You ain't even never heard that word, have y'all? Doxograds. Ooh, it's an entity, yo. It's certain entities out here that just let you, and you host them. They let you host them, and you a host. Any type of disease you got is you're hosting something else that's foreign to you, and you cool with it. That's how I got into you. You cool with cancer. You cool with hemorrhoids. You cool with the skin condition. For some reason, I'm cool with this little thing on my eye right here. I'm trying to, that's like a daily thing when I wake up in the morning, washing my face. I'm like, you're still here? Well, I'm not, I don't like being cool with you. What messaging is telling me, yo, you're not seeing something right. Because we're going to stick here until you get it figured out, and then we're going to leave. Jasmine Bell said, what are doxograds? Ooh, listen, you're going to have to stick around. You're going to have to stick around. They didn't come from another person, though. You see what I'm saying? If you laid, okay, here go the grand finale. Let's bring it on in. I'm going to just lean back for this one right here. You ready? You ready for this one right here? Watch this. Your body's a host. You're a hotel. You're a hard drive computer. You can let whatever program run on it that you want. You can let anyone stay in it that you want. And these entities that's out here, disagreeable and agreeable, who don't care about your soul and spirit, just need to use you, they'll come and use your body as a host. So remember, whoever stays at your hotel or you got on your computer and you don't put them out or you don't clean your computer, that's consent. Silence is consent. So many people, since nobody wants me to say them, their name, if I'm picking on them, many people are hosting several foreign entities in your body that are causing disease, bad luck, unfortunate incidences in your life over and over and over again, and you haven't done a spiritual cleanse. There's a difference between a cord cutting, cord removal, and a spiritual cleanse. And then some of you go do a spiritual cleanse or cord removal or cord cutting, and you go right back to the same behavior. It's just like cleaning up your credit. And then you go right back to the same behavior. Because you let your not self win. Your not self will slide you a bribe and you go with it. And you say, I believe in death, so I'll take this disease, and I'm not supposed to live to be 100. I'm not supposed, if I'm lucky if I see 80, 85. Are you stupid? I gotta see 200. Easy. And I'm gonna still be on, and my hip's still gonna be working too. What? Believe that. Okay, so how do you unconsent? Do you know how you consented in the first place? It's really easy to unconsent. Go back to the places where you consented and just flip it. But most people don't want to be that honest with themselves about where they consented to host these diseases, bad luck entities, disagreeable gods, and all of that. I was talking to my homegirl earlier today, right? And we were talking about how many women loved Kali Ma and have her on their altar. She's still a goddess of destruction. Is she your main deity? Now you need a Kali Ma to come through and kick some ass every now and then, but are you leading with destruction? I understand all type of stuff about chaos magic, but do you need to lead with it? You need to understand chaos and order, but do you need to lead with it? Yeah. Gotta see 200. Yeah. Walnut baths. It's all types. It's all type. But defrag your spirit to get rid of doxograds. One way is, you know what? Learning a prayer. Anabakoa, Gijala Kimenka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha Sagvanu, Tahara Nunara, Nagibor, Doshe Yekadeka, Kavavat Shamran, Barkam Tarum, Raka May, Tazika Taka, Tamid Gamlin, Kasim Kadosh, Baruf tufka na hella da taker. Je kiet geheel aan Japanezo kreka tuska taker. Shivatanu kabel ushma te zakatanu yodea te alamot. Baruch Shem kavomakuto lalam vayed. Lalam vayed. Lalam vayed. You see how I'm playing with that energy? Because it's mine now. I'm playing with that energy of that miracle prayer. I'm playing with it. That's how you defrag. That's how you decondition. You got to bring something in that's going to replace the low energy. You got to bring something in that's high energy. Why do you drink alkaline water? Because it pushes out the toxins. So why do you learn high-level prayers? Why do you learn the Usnisa? Usnisa Vajaya. Namo Bhagavate Trilokaya Prada Visistaya Buddhaya Bhagavate Tadayata Om Visudaya Visudaya Sama Sama Samatava Basa Sparana Gata Gahana Sabaha Vasudi Abasankatu Mam Sagatu Veravakana Amir to Abasakai Mahamantra Padai Aharu Aharu. How you listen? There's no low level energy that even wants any pieces of what I'm saying. Not one piece. They don't want none of Chris Enlightened. He got him, his wife, and his daughter all know the prayers. They don't want none of that work. That's why we work on staying away from profanity, because the root word of profanity is profane. Right. Profane means you are disrespectful to the sacred. And do you know that your body has 36,000 organs in it? 18 internal, 18 external. And each organ has a separate God. One more time. Your body, can somebody type 36,000? Your body has 36,000 organs. Some you know, some you don't. 18,000 internal, 18,000 external. And each one of them has a deity that rules that organ. So let's talk about some organs you're familiar with. The spleen, the lung, the heart, prostate, skin. There go 5 deities right there. They don't like profane things. They are sacred. So when you start irritating them, they leave. So if the God of the heart leaves, what happens? Who's there to defend it? Defend it, it's an open house ready to host what? Some old bullshit energy. Yeah. So you have to apologize. I apologize. I'm sorry. My apologies for cursing. Please forgive me. A lot of y'all don't want to admit you in the wrong. Oh, Bobby Hammett did it. Oh, this person did it. Oh, the comedian did it. Oh, I can do this. You're an excuse master. You're an excuse master. That's what you are. That's what you're an excuse master. I can tell nobody wants to type this for me, so guess what? I bet you I'll type it. And pin it. Yeah, but nobody ever told you that. So how about you got cosmic contracts with these deities that are protecting you and traveling with you through lifetimes. And you sitting over here worrying about random sex and download negative files. Well, why don't you get and download some positive? How do I download positive files is the question somebody should be asking. How do I download positive files? Because there's no way. I'm going to tell you what's unrealistic. What my girl Kay Johnson at? Kay Johnson, you know what's unrealistic? That anybody I have sex with, everybody I have sex with has low vibrational energy, and that's the only thing that I can have sex with. That is unrealistic. Me to accept that, to live in fear like that, to me that's unrealistic. That's not real. That's not real. Right. But the thing is, it shouldn't even be amazing. It's the norm. Remember what I told you? This is the new norm. Brothers out here who know this type stuff. The kings, we are rising, but we not with no BS. We're not with you being stressed over a body count. We're not stressed about you can't see the synchronicities that brought us together. The synchronicities that brought us together is what the real deal is. The cosmic contracts that we have, and you can't recognize them, then you ain't no queen. You just talking. You just talking. I don't want you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to stay with you. You ain't got no benefits. You ain't filling my cup. You ain't doing your own inner work. You just talking. You just claiming goddess, but you ain't showing, you ain't putting nothing out there. You ain't open for no correction. All I'm telling you is the same thing. It's the same rule for goddesses and queens as it is for kings and gods. I got to be open for correction, even if it looks like scolding, wherever, public or private. I got to have my mind in the right place. I got to be respecting my own higher self, understanding what that is. It's the same rules. Not being petty, not being childlike, not using sex as a manipulative tool, the withholding or the giving of. Yeah, it's the kings and the queens that got the same thing to elevate. So when I'm looking over there, guess what? I'm looking for my compliment. And if I don't see it, you can't get me. You don't deserve me. That's what a lot of these brothers out here. There's a lot of sucker ass niggas out here who faking like they kings, talking about all the women this and the women that. If you listen, one thing I'm gonna tell you about these ladies, if you grab your nuts and be a real ass man and walk your walk, what you say you're gonna do it. When you look behind you, they'll be right behind you following you. Right behind you. They'll be right behind you following you. Yep. But same thing. Ladies, if you quit saying there are no good men, I can't just be sleeping with anybody, they're hard to find. If you quit talking like that and talk the opposite, stop being so afraid to be shamed, or stop looking for an opportunity to shame someone else. It's really, and really it ain't even no shame, because if that's who you with, then like I said, you fucking your mirror. There's no random sex. You already had a soul contract with that person. You already had a cosmic contract with that person. For those of you who just got in and you want to be like, well, how do I know if I had a cosmic contract with them? Every person you had sex with in your life, you've already had sex with in a past lifetime. And you have a cosmic contract with them. So cutting the cord ain't fixing a relationship. Why don't you two resolve like two advanced entities? What did I say? Why they don't want y'all to get this information? Why are they polluting the minds of black folks or the masses? Because once you get woke or conscious and wake up, you start looking for other people and you start forming a community. Then you form an advanced society. Yep. And which creates a new system of doing things. It's first off, wake up, look for a community. You might have an esoteric secret society in there or something. And then there's an advanced civilization that created a new system. So that's why you can tell when somebody ain't really woke. Shelly Rowe, did you get my text message? That's who taught me the Anna Bacor, y'all. If you need a good teacher, K. Johnson, I don't know, everyone what? You're going to have to ask me. Yeah, everyone you had sex with, you already had sex with in a prior lifetime. Oh. Yeah. The whole thing is stop being surprised. Yeah. They found you again. You ever had sex with that person the first time they hit every spot and the relationship was just wonderful, and then they disappeared and you don't understand and you miss them like crazy? And then there's a relationship, you had sex with them and it was raggedy, and then they kept on tagging you and looking for you and trying to get back at you, but you didn't want to be with them. And then it became a hassle. You ever had a child with somebody you didn't want to have a child with, male or female? They found your ass. You ain't have no protection up. You ain't want to resolve the issues on the astral plane. You ain't want to go to the spiritual realm and resolve it. You didn't want to nurture and cater to the 36,000 deities that surround you and encompass your body. So you was plumb for the picking. It's nice and plump. You was low-hanging fruit. Your body ain't nothing but an incubator. What you holding? So then you just let it slide on through. Bong, bong. I know. So Thursday night I'm having class. Every Thursday night we have a self-discovery class. That's what we do the class for. So you can discover yourself, right? And we're doing a 3-part series on relationships. Yes. And this is the 3rd part this Thursday. We did one last Thursday. It was part 2. It was on communication, courting, and cuffing. That was all about the mechanics of the gender harmonics. Part 1 was 2 weeks ago, which was about foundations. What's the foundations? Do you know the 8? Do you know the 8 energy types that are in every human body? If you got 300 and some odd meridians running through your body, give me this. She talking about, I hope some people I don't never. What you mean? I hope they'll never find me again. That was funny. That was funny. Look at all these meridians. You see that? You see this not even all of them. Look at all these points of entry. Look at all these points of entry on your body. Do you see that? That's the front. You see the face. Look how many points of entry you have on your face. Look how many points of entry you have on the back of your skull. Look how many points of entry you have on each side of your face, coming down the side of your body. Do you see all that? How is it that this has been mapped out for centuries and you unaware of it? Kidney meridian, gallbladder meridian, stomach meridian, large intestine meridian, triple warmer, small intestine, pericardium. I think I might have to get my heart meridian. You know what I'm saying? Triple what? Why? Why? What about the acupuncture points? What about the meridians? Why you don't know about this? Copyright 1972. What? Come on, man. What you think the updated version looked like? Oh my God. Y'all out here playing, yo. Stop playing. Let go. You say you woke and you still holding on to your Jesus ways. Cut it out. She says she wasn't ready. I feel you. What up, love, pure light? If you just got here, please press 2. Let me know you shared the video. I'm giving it up. I'm asking you to share the video. That's all I charge. Secondly, please introduce yourself. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. What's your team zodiac and what city and state or country are you representing? If you send me a friend request, make sure you send me a message. I don't accept friend requests if you ain't send me a message, okay? So don't send me a friend request if you don't accompany it with a message. Yeah. So I don't really know what else. That's really all I got today. Revisions. All of this is about you have an opportunity, and I want you to be an opportunist to do your revisions. Sis, oh my God, this has shifted my perspective on a few things. Well, thank you, Miss Oliver, talking to Miss Harris. And if you did share it, I want you to put it in one of the relationship groups you in too. Because I'm tired of them suckers clowning you, telling you, oh my God, oh, the random sex is so terrible. So for those of you who came on, I was on Instagram. That's where the whole thing came from. This dude, and I'm getting ready to go because I got to pack my bags. Got to make some moves. Bong, 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 bong. Who's coming to class tomorrow? Press 5. No, not that. I mean on Thursday. So this was how the whole thing started. What up, Team Leo? Team Taurus in Milwaukee. I see you. This is what started this whole crap. Random Sex by James Woodard. When you have sex with another person, you exchange energies. If that person is carrying around guilt, shame, and trauma, you can energetically absorb that. It's like going around and plugging your phone into random people's computers and downloading their files. If, there's a big if there are corrupt files in their system, you download them as well. Sex is sacred act and should be treated as such. And then what I say, bullshit, and swipe for corrections. So then you just go over here and hit this and Coach K will get you the corrections. I used to edit a lot. Writing papers in history, I had to do that to graduate. When you have sex with another person, you exchange energies. if that person is totally healed and full of magic and love, you can energetically absorb that. It's like going around and plugging your phone into random people's computers and downloading their files. If there are love files in their system, you download them as well. Sex is for healing and manifesting and should be treated as such. Fuck your mirror. Yes! That's me right there. If y'all want to get the follow on, Coach Khayr with the Astro Magic HD, baby. I am taking Instagram follows. I ain't got but a couple of people. I ain't doing it big like a whole bunch of folks. And I don't care because I don't have to compete with nobody. I saw that somewhere and swipe quickly. Yeah, you must be following me. I got to tap back in. Tomorrow class is going to be litty. I'm going ham. Last week we were talking about the body count and just getting over the shame. I always review the first 2 classes though. Remember, bring all your questions, and this is going to be popping. North Augusta. What up, Miss Sullivan? Antoinette, Team Cancer, North Augusta, South Carolina. Okay, I see a lot of y'all coming to class on Thursday. Okay. A lot of y'all been coming to class on Thursday. Big shouts out for this retrograde saying, yo, I got $26 to come to class. Let me come to class and invest in myself. That's what I look at. I'm like, yo, let people come when they want to come. If you missed a class, guess what? They're all on that page. Ow. Where's, yeah, you can look it right up on your phone. Hey, okay, there we go. So all the classes, just in case, they're at the bottom. Class 1, 2, 3, 4, all the classes. If you've missed one, you can just go get whichever one you want. Oh man, get your money house in order. I'm highly recommending this one, class number 8. That one was crazy. All of them were crazy. Mastering Misfortune, Death and Rebirth, Psychology of Mars and Venus and right. That was 2 weeks ago. Then last week, Practice Makes Perfect, Courtship, Cuffing, and Communication. And then this week, of course, we're going in with Know When to Hold 'Em, Know When to Walk Away. What? I'm going to have to change that. It's going to be Cosmic Connections, man. It's going to be Cosmic Connections. Yep. Conscious commitment. I don't think, yeah. But that's what we're doing. Hopefully we'll see y'all in class. If not, it won't for you. The people that's coming to class, you know what I'm doing? I'm honoring a cosmic contract to remind them of something. Because every week that we come together, we're all reminded of something. Yeah. So I'm fulfilling my cosmic contract. And we have sex every time because it's an intimate conversation. Intimacy. We having sex all the time. I know I ain't met most of y'all in the physical flesh. So here we are, supposedly, you think these random people that started coming to class and not in them. It's some people that's been to like 10 out of 12 class, 10 out of 11 classes, 9 out of 11 classes. You think that's random? Who I ain't never met in person. Vaughn, Cheryl, these people don't miss class. You see what I'm saying? So how would $26. Yes, it's very live. It's live and direct. Yeah. I would suggest you go back and get class 2 right now, though. Go back and get class 2. All the replays are $35 because you missed it. That's all. We want to emphasize you being here each and every Thursday. And next week, we're having a class on Wednesday, so you can do Thanksgiving the way you want to do it. We ain't going to interfere, and I may want to spend time with my Christian side of my family who cooking real good, and I want to be around them and playing some spades or something. I did not find you by accident, that's for sure. Revision. We done revision, and I'm a Virgo rising, and you're a Virgo, so you all up in my face, so I'm all good with that right there. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. But we're going to, this cosmic contracts, how to fold them too. Some of y'all folding, you're throwing in a good hand because you don't know how to play. You ever seen a spades partner say how many books you got? And he say 2 books, he end up getting 5. And you be like, bro, what happened? What happened? They went, He got 5 and you got 5. So you bid an 8. No, he said he had 2. You said you had 5. So you bid 7. They went bored. You was like, what? What the rest of the books at? He'd be like, I ain't got none. Then he pulled 5 books. That's how a lot of y'all are in relationships. We show you how to pull your books. What up, Tyrone? Watch it while cooking. Talk about it, Miss Brown. Miss Brown, it be people at work be watching class. Plus, you get the replay after you after class. The replay is sent to you. You got lifetime access to it. So, yeah. And we have our own Facebook group that we be chopping it up in over there. Yeah, because I want people to network. Talk to people who paid $26 for a class and who got the same lesson as you on some new-ish, who are making revisions in their life. Why struggle with people who ain't making revisions in their life? And you arguing with them. Oh my goodness gracious. I can't believe that Tyrone's not doing this. I can't believe that Lady Luck is not doing this. F them. If I'm creating a community of people who have taken this course, they all decided to invest $26 in themselves. Why wouldn't you just go over there and be like, hey, what y'all doing? I want to write something encouraging. That's all they write in their stuff. They share parts of their story. Cheryl is sharing her story of sobriety and how she's not hosting no more parasites and how she's becoming a more submissive lover and how she's making more money. And everybody's in there sharing and you out here missing it. Come on, Cheryl. I can play some damn spades. This relationship thing. Sandbagging. And you know good and well I ain't going to keep playing with you if you sandbagging. What? Because then you'll say 2, I got 5, and I'll be like, nah, you got 5. And then we go 10, and then we get set. Because they went 6. No thank you. Or both of us went 7, and then they got 10, and we got set. And I'm looking at you, and you over there talking crazy. It's a lot of y'all out here talking about y'all can play spades too. Miss Jenkins, we'll see next time I see you, can you play spades? All right. So that's it for today. Thank y'all for letting me get this revision off my heart. Thank y'all for letting me relinquish all of this stuff. I want you to know it's a challenge for Coach Khayr every day too, that I gladly and accept with love to be filled up by others and to also fill up others' cup and go through my own challenges in relationships. When I go outside my own rules, though, but see, this is the other thing. Like my recent experience that's like fresh. When I see I'm in an irritable place, I can change. Especially if I ask the other person to stop being so irritable. And they like, oh, I ain't being irritable. They being irritable as hell, but all I got to do is change. I can change how I respond to them, communicate with them, interact with them, all of that. Yeah. If you was a master of being the punching bag, she says exactly, I was a master of being the punching bag for others' false egos. That was you. You do that to you. You did that to yourself. You did that to yourself. Oh. So did y'all read the article? Did y'all read the article that this is the last piece, my bag. The 7 kinds of people the universe will send your way. Did y'all read the article? It's up at the top of my page. Tierra says, I'm up in them classes. Okay. Number 1, the heartbreaker. Hold on, let me put this right here. Number 1, the heartbreaker, the eternals, the runners, the reminders, the teachers, the learners, and the empowerers. I really like this list. You have to decide who you are. But all of these people, all 7 type of these people, they're in your soul contract. Because they came into your life and made them, these are the people. These are the people. Look how it starts off. Hold on. Let's make it bigger. These are the people who. These are the people who. All these people are coming up from, all these people are from your soul contract. These aren't random people. The empowerers, the learners, the teachers, the reminders, the runners, the eternals, the heartbreakers. Even when you're doing this to somebody else. You had a soul contract to break somebody's heart one time. Cheryl had a soul contract to send this black man to jail, and she didn't want to do it. But he did everything he could do to Cheryl to earn a way to go to jail, and Cheryl wouldn't send him to jail. I was like, Cheryl, that's your part of your contract. Send that nigga to jail. Oh, I don't want to put the black man in jail. That's his contract. That's where he need to be, and you're the one that can put him there. Oh, I know. Kay Johnson, I don't know if we friends or not, but if you send me a request, which I smell that you did, you better send me a message, because I ain't just looking to be like, oh, she was on the live. What up, Paris? How you feeling? I got a lot of heartbreakers and runners. Did you go back and read all of the whole article first? All of them, man, that's crazy amazing. Yes, every last one of them is in your soul group that you came. And you've had sex with all of these. If some of y'all have had sex 14 times in your whole life, that means you've had sex with a heartbreaker, you've had sex with an eternal, you've had sex with a runner, you've had sex with a reminder, you've had sex with a teacher, you've had sex with the learner, and you've had sex with an empowerer. I don't really want to have, I don't know about the learners. These are people who come into our life to learn from us. You see, we don't always have to be the ones learning. Sometimes we can be the teachers. During this time, we go through our actions without realizing it teaches something to someone that really shapes who they became. We make a much bigger difference than we ever thought that we could. Man, I'm going to go ahead and bookmark this right here up under my relationship tab. Where my relationships tab at? I think it's up under, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's up under my, there we go. So I keep relationships up under my astrology tab. So I have an astrology tab, then I have categories under that. So anything relationship related, I can drop it up under that right there. Kay says, right now, you the teacher that I'm running into. Journey, you back? What up? I haven't sent you one, but I will. Okay. Rasputa Lattimore, how are you? Most definitely I did. Hence the reason I made the statement. I take full accountability for my role in every situation. No blame game here. I know I am here for certain experiences. I'm clapping for people who are radically honest, and we call that the all game, no shame clap. No shame, all game. Akataset, Neferu. That's your ancient Egyptian order name? When I hear Neferu, you know, I just be like, must be down with Doc. I've taught many, but there's always room to learn. It's got teacher and learner up there. It's got teacher and learner. I be learning all the time. I definitely learn. Like I said, I learned from a joker last night, a nice hard ass lesson. That won't happen again. Not from that person. And I'm very thankful. Yep. But they can kick rocks. Yeah. I don't mind helping you. I don't mind giving you the kick rock treatment. What? I ain't running. I done already learned that lesson. That cosmic contract is over. It's over now. Treated me so bad. I got the lesson. Thank you. And it's resolved too. Yeah, I ain't chasing you down. You know when I'm gonna show you when you know a contract is over. You know when a contract is over? When you ain't trying to get even with somebody. When you become the bigger person, you know the contract is over. See how I'm sitting back right now? Hug on my chest. In my younger days, I would have went toe to toe with all the things that they was talking about. I moved to the bigger person, and I knew that I received this lesson. And I ain't even have to tell them. You ain't got to tell everybody that I received this lesson, the contract is over. You can just look at them. Neferu. Oh, I'm old school Nuwabian. Yeah. I have an ancient Egyptian order name as well. Yep. So yeah, I used to do that, but you know what I'm saying? Blue says come to class on Thursday, everyone. I've been to them all and are well worth it. Cause we kind of made these classes for Vaughn. He's the only guy that's taken all 12 classes or all 11 classes. And we made it for men and women, so you would learn the game. So he probably has went through probably one of the largest transformations. I would say him and Cheryl's neck to neck for where they at in their life. Cheryl's a little more experienced than he is, so she's done an amazing transformation, and this guy has too. He's been, because he was talking a whole nother way on his Facebook page and the questions that he asked. Now he's almost a player. Smooth player. I want to smooth him out. I want to see him win. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the club with him somewhere, and we just go through the club just I don't need him to be no cornball out there with me. I want to be out there and can trust him that he's from that same camp. Woo! Paris says, "Oh, what pointy tongue you have." We're gonna give Paris a no shame all game clap too for noticing my tongue and saying something about it in public. Cause I could get real frisky with Paris right now, but we'll just see. I don't know. It might go on. I don't know. She might just be playing. She might be serious, but you never know. But it wasn't random. Cause that's what she paying attention to, and that's what she picked up on. No shame all game. That's the hand clap. Can I get a hashtag? No shame all game. Everybody, you should be looking for that. You should be looking to reward people with that award. Be like, yo, no shame all game. If you ain't speaking the truth tonight, hey, just doing what I can do. Paris, go ahead now. You know what I'm saying? It will bring me more joy to just let it go and receive the lesson from it. Now, not if you don't face it. All lessons don't come by you just letting something go. Oh, it was very disturbing to me when I was in the middle of this class. It was very disturbing to me while I was in the middle of this class. I was going to react several different ways. But due to my human design, I said, boy, chill out. Chill out. Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. Humility to the wrong ones had my soul in turmoil trying to be a Christian. Just the Christian part had you in trouble, not your soul. I don't want to be too aggressive. For who? Anyway, NSAG, that's it right there, Rasputa. NSAG, no shame all game. Ow, that's a t-shirt right there. Okay, I found you in peace. I'm going to leave you. I found you in peace. I'm going to leave you in prayer. Thank you so much. Hopefully this was helpful on a scale of 1 to 10. What would you give me for this share tonight? Did I pour into your fountain? Was I a fountain tonight to pour into you? And is your cup overflowing to pour into someone else? How did I do? Scale of 1 to 10. 1, I drained you and didn't pour. And 10, you have plenty of water to go and fill up somebody else's cup. That's why I asked you to share it. Also, what was the one big thing that you got tonight that you can use immediately? Immediately. If you just got here, you are expected to press 2 and share the video in some group or on your page. Because I'm going to be looking, if you sent me a friend request, did you share the video? I'm going to ask you why not. What up, Kendra? Also, please go back and watch it from the very beginning if you just got here. Alice, you always talk. She says, I was in really, really late. Thank you. Yeah, I was asking, you learned quite a bit, but specifically, what was one thing that you took away that you can go and say just from now? What did you learn just while if you was only here for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and you missed the beginning, it's all good. What's the one thing that you picked up tonight that you can use now? She said, fill me up, baby. Cosmic contracts. Cha-ching. No, will somebody please pick up these 3 new definitions? Love is for healing and manifesting. Love is giving, seeking nothing in return. Sex is not love. Sex is healing and manifesting. And trust what you show me. And waiting and patience are not the same. Okay? All that's earlier in the video. Oh. Random is bullshit. Got to work on that though. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Word. I have open meridians for lethal host. So you better put something in them open meridians. Those are the acupuncture points. Chastity, you shared it in your private group. What's the name of your private group, Chastity? Or send me an inbox. You ain't got to add me. Just tell me what it is, please. All right. Coach is getting ready to be out of here. Selfdiscoveryclass.info. Some of y'all, I'll see y'all Thursday. If not, please keep making revisions. Keep relinquishing the BS. Please keep being an unashamed opportunist. God brings you an opportunity. Allah speak to man through man. This ain't even my words. Somebody will ask me about the video next week, and I'll be like, I guess it's in the video. You know, or you have to trigger me, and I'll be like, I think I spoke on that already. But I definitely wouldn't be able to go back and run this all the way back. What up, Fanasha? Love you. Entry points. Mad entry points. Mad entry points in the body. Yeah. Roro is in the building. Michelle Grant said, effing a mirror. That was gangster. That's what you're doing. You can't keep talking about somebody is bringing you bad energy when they're your mirror. Oh, cosmic contracts. That's got you tripping for real, for real. And she's still using profanity, even though I just said that she's still typing profanity. She ain't started practicing yet, but it's okay. So yeah, cosmic contracts, committed relationship. That's going to be this Thursday. Let's get it. All right. I found you in peace. I'm going to leave you in prayer. Somebody also asked, what was a big one for me is, how can I start defragmenting my hard drive? Learning one of these prayers. It's really important. It'll help you. Building your altar, doing your rituals. And of course, Jasmine's going to have rituals for us at the end of class. So bring all the questions that you have. Bring your birth chart. Know where your Venus is at. Know where your Saturn and your Moon is at too. I would definitely appreciate that. Logan Artist McLeod just found me on Facebook, and you're a newbie. Welcome, Logan. We're about to go off right after we say prayer. So please go back to the beginning and catch the replay. All right? I definitely would appreciate it. Dua, Tua, for touching me in such a powerful way. Grateful. What it do? Hey, Cassie. Alice, I see you in the building. Your phone died? Oh, cut it out. I know you got excited with them all caps. Come on, let's bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Anabakor, Gijala Kimenka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha Sagvanu, Tahara Numera, Nagi Board, Shay Yakadeka, Kababa Shamra, Barkum Tyron, Rakame, Tazika Taker, Tamid Gamlin, Kasin Kadosh, Badaru, Tufka, Nahela Taker, Yakid Gahel, Amchapanez, Craig Katushka Taker, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamu, Bodaruk Shem, Kavumakuto, Alam Vae. All right. I love y'all too. Peace. Looking forward to all my new friend requests and messages. Okay, make sure you send me a message. All right. I'm going to holler. Peace.